in-depth analysis of your chart. For the first time in Stockton, you now have access to a professional numerologist here to help you light your own way. I'm in the booth to help you find your own truth. Tune in to Divine Numerology every Friday at 3 p.m. on The Voice of Stockton.
Welcome to the afternoon entertainment hour at OJ's Juice Bar, and here's today's juice.
Listen to OJ's Juice Bar, Sundays at 4 p.m. on KXVS, The Voice of Stockton.
KXVS, The Voice of Stockton, live. The Voice of Stockton at Stone Soup Studio. KXVS.org.
Hello, welcome to the KXVS, the Vigil Show. Thank you for on the Saturday, the Voice of Stockton, and it's kind of a Saturday last minute, and just pop up. And last week I was very sick. Now I'm getting better, just getting over my bug. So now I have a special guest, a good, well-known local celebrity comedian. And his name is Marcelis Flores, and he's going to be talking about how he became a comedian. So tell me, welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me. First off, Doug, it's a pleasure always to get on the show and people interested in my comedy journey. Well, I got started in comedy about 3 years ago. This is my third year in comedy, coming up in November. And man, when I got started, I'm telling you, like, I got really started in high school because I was always a class clown. I always getting in trouble for being funny. How can you get in trouble for being funny? I never got that. I always feel like funniness should be a reward, you know? So I started when I was 19 at the Funny Bone in St. Louis, and I was just, after that first performance at the Funny Bone, I just ran with it and just started hitting as many open mics as I could, and now it's become something that I'm obsessed with. It's an obsession. I love to make people laugh. I love doing stand-up comedy. I love sharing that joy. I love bringing positivity, and I love to help people. So I brought some of my passion to make people laugh into my passion to help people, and I collaborate with others to do fundraising shows. I collaborate to others just to have a great time. Anything positive. I'm doing a feed the homeless and give them a show. Show.
Okay.
Yeah, that's so basically we're gonna feed the homeless and then gather them around and give them a show as well. It's gonna be a lot of artists there besides comedian. I think I'll be the only comedian, but I do a lot of stuff like that. I have a monthly show, Laughs on the Ave, that's in Stockton, California, right here on Miracle Mile. Actually, it is at the Ave. We do a monthly show. The next one is January 11th. I do a quarterly show for a libertarian fundraiser. The next one of those is March 2nd. It's going to be a Saturday night, I believe. It's either March 2nd or 3rd. Whichever one of those land on a Saturday is going to be the show. So I have a lot of things working up. I'm doing a lot. I just performed at the Deliberation at Nick Larson's room last night, and that is in downtown Stockton. It was great, man. I just dropped a...
Did it turn out?
Yeah, it was a lot of people. I dropped a hot 5 for him, and I felt like it was great. I had fun. I sold 4 tickets at the show. 4 people were like, "Hey, we enjoyed that. When's tickets to your next show?" And I sold 4, and so that's always nice. Yeah, but I'm planning to do bigger and better things in the future. I'm planning to still work on getting my weekly open mic for those who want, and that's going to be for all talent. That's going to be for artists. That's going to be for comedians. That's going to be for people who do poems. That's going to be for all of that. Yeah, but right now I'm just working working on my monthly show at the Ave and my quarterly one for the Libertarians, and hitting these mics, trying to get booked hard, and just trying to grow with my craft. And
Okay, before you go any further,
okay.
So, tell me, how did you become your passion of having a show like a fundraising like the Wide World National Feeding, like the Vativi, with all the artists singing, and you're gonna be like the local Stockton that have feeding the homeless? That's a very hot topic.
That's actually not my show. It's my friend. I'm not even sure if it's his show, but the artist Bucktown Boozy, he was an artist on. He was a guest on my radio show, and he's performing at January 11th show. His one of his singles, what is it? Kelly Got That Bomb, and another one. He actually posted on Facebook that he was doing that show, and he was like, "It's no pay." He was like, "No pay for any of the artists. It would just be to help the homeless." And I was like, "Dude, I'm down. Mark me down." And then he sent me the event, and he was like, "You're on the bookings." So I was like, "Yeah, I'm down for that."
So to raise money, is they gonna be? It's gonna be.
You know what? I'm not.
How
I'm not sure that they're raising money. I'm sure.
No.
I think this is somebody literally providing all of this food.
Okay.
I'm sure it's somebody providing food for the homeless, and they'll go to a park. I believe they did the last one they did. They went to a park. I think it was Victory Park.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this one's going to be at Victory Park, but I believe the last one was at Victory Park, and they had grills out, and they had, food, and they just invited all the homeless, and then while they were eating there at the park, they gave them a show, and that's
that's
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's one thing about just bringing their spirit up, and getting comedy and laugh about being positive and not being negative. And I think comedy is the best. It's the best medicine of laughter, And I truly believe that. Every time I feel down, I just need something to. I need to laugh. What am I need to think?
Yeah.
To think about something like this stupid last time.
Laughing does give you that type of and that's why I love bringing to people. That's why I like to do it. I feel like since I already like doing that, it already helps to go and help somebody as well, because I always want to do stuff like that, like make meals for the homeless. But at the moment, I have to help myself before I could be in a position to help a bunch of other people. So once I get right, then I could get others right. But for now, I could choose to involve myself with things like that.
So are you just kind of being selective of what you wanted to locally and go before nationally, like performing everyone Got Talent or?
Oh no, I'm waiting. There's some things I have goals to do real quick, and I want to knock them out before I blow. I mean, blowing up would be nice.
Yeah, blowing up. What I meant.
Yeah, it would be
Blowing up,
nice, but
that'd be cool.
like I don't know. I just have things on my plate. The tryouts are January. Actually, I could go to tryouts. And I should, I always in my head was like, man, I'm not ready. I want to be funnier. I could be funnier so I could win it. What if I go and I get like 10th place and it's like, can I try out again? Is that the last shot? I really never looked that far into it.
So you in other words, you trying to be
strategic,
perfectionist, or you trying to put yourself down that you're not good enough?
Type of thing. Like, I've said that, but then like somebody I talked to, like this girl who's a huge fan of stand-up comedy, she was like, dude, like, have you seen yourself perform? Like, the type of way people look at you when you're on stage. She was like, you have something that a lot of these comedians don't have. She was like, you need to use that. She was like, she was like, people want to see you succeed. She was like, you need to go and they will help you make it. And then I took that into consideration. I was like, in that case,
Yeah, but I mean, when you start something, there'll be always somebody going to be able to help you, like a producer, help you, give you more material, give you more spotlight, more showmanship. I mean, really, it's kind of very, like, when I first met you, you were very approachable. That's something that a lot of people that are famous are not good at, because you have a section you need that you be, hey, what's up and what's going on, what you're okay, you don't judge people because you tend to bring people out of themselves and talk to, hey, I did this, and you're funny. I can't believe you did this, you just said it, So I think that's my first impression that I got from you before. And then when I heard that you started the morning show, I was like, wow, this guy's going fast in this place, and then you started the ab, and I thought you were hella funny. You just walk.
You were at my first show, huh?
Yeah,
you were at my first show.
Yeah, that's right. And I was
watching me grow
so hard when you were talking about you going back and forth, just like walking. Like, man, I think he had to hold his pee and going back and forth. And I didn't know that. I'm like, maybe that's his style. I was signing with my friends there, so it was really cool. I really enjoyed. I laughed, and then when I went back home, oh man, my heart would start pounding like this. And I'm like, I couldn't sleep. I'm like, oh my god, I can't sleep
because it was funny.
Oh
my goodness,
yeah.
That's what I love, man. I don't know. I really have, it's great. Because the room, I bring quality talent, and every show is getting better. Every show is getting better. Every time I fix something new. So, this show, we're not going to use the bump box. I have a DJ Shway's got my back. So, that means all the music and transitions in between the comics is going to be on point. The comedians I bring out, my feature act is a female, and she's hilarious. She's going to put it down better than most of these dudes out here doing the comedy thing. So I was excited about that. And then my headliner all the way from Sacramento, man, this is a professional. You could see him on the news all the time. I see him on, what is that, Good Morning Sacramento?
Morning Sacramento.
Lance Woods, look him up. So it's like I'm bringing quality comics. Every show's getting better. They were $5 tickets, now they're 10 because I feel like I've the quality.
You're earning, and you're progressing your what do you call that? Your material. More people come and they say, hey, I want to be in your group, but you have to pay them.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Your people. The best quality of performance is paying the ticket. How much you're gonna pay for? If I know that you're gonna give quality, I'll pay more.
Yeah.
And
that's what it's about. That's why I was like, man, this one, it's gonna set the tone for the rest of the year, and I've been having a ball producing these shows, dude. It's so much fun. The being able to bring a crowd for your comedians to have a great time, for the crowd to have a great time. People leave laughing, dying. It's just great to provide that feeling in the community.
Right. So tell me, now we're talking about your comedian, your goal you're very hard on yourself, but I do believe that you're ready. I mean, you just need to get a push out. And the mother get out the nest, push, go to LA, do something, push,
yeah.
But at the same time, there's a lot of people in, when I was, going to school, I was running for school board last year. I met a lot of parents. Their kids are in trouble. They go to school and they're, what's the word I'm looking? Disrupting, being funny, being a clown, class clown, right? Class clown. Anyway, and they can't control them because they're disrupting the class and things like that, and even the teacher gets mad or something like that. So is that an outlet of getting attention that they're not getting, or something, or what? What do you feel like?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I just know I've always been silly. People won't even tell me, hey, you're not funny. I'll write a joke, it may not hit correctly, but I know I've always been silly. There's always been the silliness to me, and I love being silly. It's who I am. It's a part of me. Of course, there are times you are silly and there's times you aren't, and that comes with maturity. So when I was young, going to school, I was just being silly. I was just being me and at the wrong time. Now that I'm older, I'm able to be silly at the right times, and
so then there's a time and place when you have that.
That's all it is.
Okay, so let's say your kid, in a few 25 years from now, you have a son. They're acting the same like you, being silly. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna whoop his behind. I'm gonna Because that's how I grew up. That's how I got. That's how I knew. I used to get whoopings all the time.
Really?
Yes, I got snatched up. Seriously, man, that's like straight.
But they never beat you out of all that.
No
charisma that you have.
Yeah, no.
Being a comedian, right?
Yeah, it kind of straightened me. It kind of made me think about things, though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like at school, like oh yeah, no, I'm not. Gonna like I'm not gonna do. Like I still did a lot, but if I didn't get that discipline, I probably would have done more, and I probably would have been not in this position. So I'm grateful for the whoopings.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Now I'm gonna ask you a serious question.
Okay.
Do you think? Do you have a college degree?
No.
Okay. Do you feel some people think that you might miss out going to further your education degree, or you feel like you got your flap on your way? You know where you want to go.
Well, I feel like me personally may miss out? No, I don't. Okay. Because on the education, if I can miss out on the education, I can miss out on the college experience. Yes, the college experience, going to college. I've been to school. I just never got my degree. I went to a community college. It was called Southwestern Illinois College. I went to SWIC for a little bit. I'm probably like 4 classes away from getting my associates, but that's all right. So I have a minimal experience in community college, but as far as like that university college, that experience, that join the fraternity, all of that, yeah, I do look back like, dang, man. Well, I still can get that, but like my schedule is not going to allow me just to drop, because that's something you have to have a lot of time to go to school.
You have talked to your family about that. You have talked about, you kind of think about it. It's like, okay, if I do not pick this choice, I'm going to regret it in later life. But if you become successful, are you going to regret that you didn't go to college to have something to fall back
as far as something to fall back on, no, I don't regret it, because I know what I want to do. Now the experience, the experience of like being with new people, finding, you know what I'm saying, growing up together, all of that, playing beer pong, going to the college parties, all of that. Like, yeah, I look back like, man, I would have been great at college. Yeah. Like, but as far as like, one, is it going to stop me from being successful? I don't believe so. I believe if I work hard towards anything that I want to do, that I'm going to do that thing, those things. The education wise, I don't feel like I'm missing out, because we have Google now. If I want to learn something, I'm able to search it. There's resources you could use to learn everything they're teaching you in school. Those are just all classes and electoral, you know what I'm saying, that somebody put into play in order to, it's a system. Now, as far as me being, like, great and me being like, man, I'm good at, like, I like doing and, like, mastering stuff. So it's, like, in my head, I kind of want to just go back and get that done, to be like, I did that. Not even for, like, I'm going to use it. Like, no, I don't think I would use, well, I'm not sure. I don't know if I would use my degree if I got one, but I kind of just want to get one just to hang up and be like, I got that. Okay. That's what I back meant. To MF comedy stuff, like, just to be like, I got it, because I'm that type of person. But every time I want to enroll, it's like, man, I need to do this. And plus, I love to take naps. So, like, that'd be my nap life right there. Right. See, I'm not ready for that sacrifice yet.
So, okay, now, so now since you're a live comedian, have you already recorded your stuff on Napster so they could live stream it to you and then pay your judge?
You said Napster?
Napster, Napster. Because normally what happened, because long ago I used to watch, I had a CD, Eddie Murphy CD, and raw comedy. I mean, they used to come out and play, and you just listen, he's joking around, this, that's called raw. So I'm surprised they use that on music, but they don't use that on comedy. Comedy is all the entertainment too. So I think,
on my radio show, what we were going to do, we were going to implement a 5-minute set for comedians, and it'd be clean comedy. So like when we go to break, we could play their 5-minute clean comedy sets, and it'd be fun. It'd be like hearing Eddie Murphy, but it'd be your local comics in the area.
Okay, I'm kind of like the Eddie Murphy. Okay, go ahead.
And that's going to encourage me to go out and record a set so that I can upload it on the station as well. Do I have any? I have a bunch of recordings on my phones and stuff, and I watch myself. Lately, I've been trying to get more on Instagram and everything, but my iPhone broke, and this phone, I mean, it's a Samsung Galaxy, but the camera is a little bit worse than the iPhone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's no problem. I'll get some stuff up there soon. I'm working on it, man. After the new year, I should be hitting more mics, like 5 a week.
5 a week. Oh, well, good. So you have a goal as far as at the local. So tell me, how do people, when they see you, how do they treat you differently? Do you think that people, just because you're getting known locally?
Nobody treats me like nothing. Like, who is he? Like, nobody knows nothing. Like, it's normal Marcelis. I don't feel famous. I don't feel like I'm even, no, none of that. I get nothing. No love. What?
No love? Oh,
I get love from
man.
people like you, Doug, but like out on the streets, it's just like I'm normal. Like, I'll be like, man, MF comedy, baby. They be like, who is this guy? Hey, who does he think he is? Why is he stretching like that? Like
you're warming up, ready for a fight. Right? You're warming up. Well, I think something like that is a good. So let me ask you, what can you tell people that, like, I know there's different kind of artists, music, piano. I know comedy, like you said, you just talked about before the show, it's a one-man stage. And you don't really need to have equipment. You don't need to have schedule. You're there and something will stay out of your mouth, impulsive, right?
Yeah.
So now, I understand that it's a different way of artist. People don't see an artist as painting. Do you think comedy is an artist?
Yeah, it's an art form because
why is that?
I feel like that because it's your craft. You have to work on it, just like art. You have to do it repetitively to get better, to keep getting better, keep getting better. So you just don't do like. You can be naturally funny. There are naturally funny people, but even those people have done it all their lives. That's why they'll seem like it's natural, but really they've been doing that their entire life, so it's not natural. They've been working on it, owning on it. So it's just like that. So it's your craft. It's beautiful. It's like music, because when you write your jokes, they come to a tone. Like if you say this, and then the beat drops, that should be where people laugh.
Okay, so you kind of get them prepared. You're kind of escalating until you hit.
And it hit. Yeah, it's like music, and then when it's like, it's the flow. It's sounding good when it's the laugh after the laugh after the laugh, and it doesn't sound like like right. You need to say it on that beat because it's the flow of the joke.
So you get the bad person, the bad comedian first there, and you're going to start filtering up, escalating until the last punch on the comedy. Because I remember the Libertarian, when I was watching at the end, I think that guy really killed it before the lady came. So there was a lady and there's the guy after it. She was really performing for him. It's like, why? It's like...
Oh, yeah, she was the feature. It goes like this. This is the way I do my shows, because this is why I learned from St. Louis out there, how they do their shows. I just learned how it works, like how the comedy club I used to work at and how I see other people do their shows. When I got out to Cali, I noticed people doing shows with like 10 people. Each comic does like 10 minutes. I was like, that's a drag. Like, I was like, I can't do that, because what if 4 of those comics aren't that funny? So that's 40 whole minutes of your show. That's really awkward. Like, so the way I do my show is like the newer comics and the people like working hard to get to that feature and headlining, position. I give them opportunity on my show to do that. So all the newer comics go up front. So I have me. I'll open up. Not to say I'm newer, but I'm still developing. I am a newer
like a host. Like
I'm the host.
Yeah.
Even 3 years in, that's new in comedy years. So I am new. I host. I do like 10 minutes, and then I'll have three guests. So I have an opener. So I like to do like having an order, like just 3 guests who do like 5 to 10 minute spots. So then that's like 20 minutes of the show, those 3 guests, and then the feature and the headliner. And the feature does 25, and the headliner does 45. So then that's
about 4 hours? No, 20. That's 3 hours.
It should be an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, it's 2 hours. Yeah, an hour and a half. Yes.
It should be somewhere around an hour and a half. Even if I have to take 5 off and make the headline do 40 and the feature do 20, that's still an hour's worth of strong comedy right there. So I'll let the show start off a little soft, like, oh, give everybody their love, and then some people, the people, my guests lately, they've been killing it. Like some of my guests I invite out there, boom, and then some is just like, you know.
Having a bad day or something.
Yeah.
So in other words, let me ask you this. So when you go when you're hosting an event, it's all your responsibility is on your shoulder, right?
Yeah.
So when like you said, you have three comedies that have 10 or maybe 5 minutes, and you know that they're not killing the people. Do you kind of like, kind of go up the stage, kind of push him out or something?
Oh no. We have a light system. I like people like that's your time. Like I will do 5 to 7 minutes, and if I notice like this is their good day, this dude's killing it, I'll be like run it till 10, you know, and I let him go, because I'm about that. But for quality of the show, if somebody is bombing, my friend Dave, you deserve this, Dave, if you watch it. He came drunk to my show. He came like I showed up. He was there before me. He was drinking. Like, he was just drinking away. And I was like, okay, so he had, like, 7 minutes. I let him at, like, I think 2. He was just drunk rambling. So I was just like, okay, get off stage, you know. And this is all our craft is stand-up comedy. We all have our days, so it's no problem. I still love you, Doug. I still love you too, Doug. I still love you, Dave.
Yeah, that's right.
Much love, you know.
A heart reveal, okay.
Yeah, but
that's true.
That happened.
That's good. You know, I got to think about in this industry or this business, they have the camaraderie that they'll help support each other because they have the same passion. Do you have a union in the comedian that I know?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, so Dave did that in my feature and my headliner. Nothing like I shouldn't have those problems with them. Like they get paid a good like that is a professional part. Like once it gets to them, that's what you're paying the $10 to see. It's my feature.
Well, the headline and the feature, and the rest of the thing, they gotta get a beer and it has and then a little.
Not even they do their thing. Like my guests are killing it. But you deal with stuff like that, and that was just kind of. It
Don't
is
be
what
down.
it is.
It's good.
It is what it is.
It's you know the show must go on.
Yeah, it
you know
comes
what
with
I mean?
producing
If it's
shows
good or something. You gotta kind of make it up and kind of okay. Let's go on. So that's all. You cannot stop. And
I'm not gonna lie. I've had shows like that. I haven't been like somebody hasn't. I haven't been paid to be on the show and did that, but I've been to open mics where I drank too much and my comedy got a little. So it's like I've been doing it. Yeah, I've been doing this for a while to see like, oh, this is his night. Get off stage,
Yeah. Well, that's true because you know when people are drinking, they could say anything. You know, they could be 3 acts, boy, talking, and then they act all over. You know. I mean, F this. That's all I hear, you know? And I'm like, man, it's a rhythm right there, man. I'm like, what's this? You know? It depends on the, like, I hear people say, you know, I like comedy, but there's some like, they got stories. You know, have you seen stories when they say, well, they make fun, they have stories about their family, they make fun of their family and their...
Storytelling.
Oh, sorry. I'm stomping on my floor table. I'm sorry. Okay, but anyway, it's kind of like you know, every comedian has their gig and their story. Mm-hmm. So, what kind of story do you provide?
I do that. Yeah, about my life, about stories about
dating life or whatever.
Yeah, all of that. All of that. Like that's all material that I've written about. I've written stories about my girl breakups. I've written stories about getting my car towed, things that aren't so happy in my life. Like I read stories about me having issues and trials and tribulations within myself. Like all that stuff, man. I try to touch those topics so that when I tell my joke, people could relate. And if they don't, I'm like, oh, cricket. I'm like, I wonder why. You know, I'm still 3 years in. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. But I think I'm hot, dude. And like what I got coming, man, it's just like, like, you know, I wish I could have a time machine. But then I look at life as I'm 22, and you know, I'm gonna continue to grow. but I'm just trying to stay alive because, you know, the world we live in is crazy. So I'm taking every day, like being grateful for every day just because you never know. And I'm trying to live day by day, and I have plans for the future, live them out, but just enjoy today. Most importantly, enjoy today.
Okay, so we're almost time, but there's another thing I want to ask you. So tell me, is there any style comedian that there comedians that are downer, and people laugh at downer.
Oh my goodness, like like dark comedy.
Dark comedy, like downer, like oh man, I've been hell. I'm going through this, and you know what? I just lost my car.
Oh my
I lost
goodness.
my house. I lost my wife, but don't take my car. You know, whatever.
Or just some real dark comedy. Like, I know some comics out Modesto who will give you that. And I'm a fan of all forms of comedy because comedy, I just love stand-up comedy, point blank, period. Even if I'm not that type of comic, you know, we're all different and we're all, you know, we're all built differently. So if that's how they express themselves in that way of craft, then so be it. But dude, if you're not funny and you're a downer comic, it's super downing. If you're a funny downer comic, it's kind of at least enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, ha. But when they are all the way down and they're, yeah, those could be kind of draining, you know?
Yeah,
like,
really.
Man, like a whole, like if I went to an open mic full of 20 downer comics or something, I'd be like drained, like, whoa.
So you have to drink it up so it kind of boosts your ego. I mean, not ego, but your.
What's going on? A lot of the stuff goes right over my head too. Like I don't get dark, like some of that dark humor. Like my puppy's dead. Like what? That was a punchline. Like, Like I'm not sure. I feel like it takes that type of person. We're all different, you know. Some people like Cat Williams, some people like Kevin Hart, some people like Bill Burr, some people like Louis C.K., some people like it's all different genres of comedy, like R&B, hip hop. Like what type of music do you like? What kind of comedy you like? You know.
Right. Okay.
That's why I try to pride myself and I try to work as hard as I can to try to do every room so I can.
So you have a weakness. So you know what? You got your weakness, you got your strong point, and you know what button you can use to perform, right? So tell me, when you go on stage, I want to look at the perspective on the performer side. Do you get anxious? Do you get anxiety? Do you feel like
get
you
anxious?
feel
I
like,
get nervous, like butterflies. Like snap! I mean, like.
So you like that butterfly feeling? It's like your adrenaline stuff there,
But
right?
sometimes I'm like, I got this. Like sometimes it's just like, I got this, man. I mean, every time it's like, I got this, you know? Like, I got this. Like, I'm not nervous, but still get those butterflies. And then certain rooms I get butterflies in that I've been in the first time. Certain situations, like my show, before my shows, I have butterflies. If the crowd fills up quick, though, I'd be like, this is nice, you know?
So it changed your butterfly.
Yeah, like this is nice. Now I have performing butterflies, you know?
Okay.
Like
so in other words, because sometimes people will kind of start off rough, or I don't know, but when you start getting butterflies, you get nervous when the first you speak at, and then kind of
all the time. Within my 3 years on open mics, I've been struggling.
That's what 3 years take you to, you know, that feeling.
Yeah, so I've been struggling with that feeling, and not I haven't been struggling, but I was like when I started, like I'd be like, man, how can I get out this? But now after hitting so many mics, you just naturally like, what's up, you know? How you guys doing? And you just get a reaction and you get started. But yeah, I definitely sometimes still feel those jitters. But after doing it so long, I know how to act. I just be like, man, what? Like
People's watching it. People
like,
ready. They came to see you.
Yeah.
They want to know what you do.
I got this. You know, I have to pump myself up. But I still even occasionally have times where I bomb. Trying new material and stuff. I don't care. I'll put myself in the situation to bomb. Like, it'll be a terrible crowd. Like at open mics, you have to test yourself. Like, sometimes I'll be really tired, super tired. And I'll be like, I need to hit open mic so I can see if I could do a show and have that energy being tired, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Because,
so now, let me ask you this next question. I know it's another hard question. When you have an open mic, what's going to take you... Like right now, you just brought up that you're gonna be helping people with community, like organization, nonprofit, or because even the government don't even give that much money to a nonprofit. So a comedian is a less expense for anyone to get to bring a crowd to watch comedians perform. Do you have if somebody, a nonprofit like Feed the Homeless or having a child or whatever, they could come to you and ask you to help fundraise their causes. You know what I mean? Like you say, like the band, or.
I think that's a lot like what the Libertarians are doing. We work together, and they came to me to ask if I could help them with their fundraiser and or if I could organize it for them. So I said yes, and now we have a comedy show organized for the Libertarians every quarter in Stockton, California.
And where's that at? They meet at somewhere.
It's at Finnegan's, but we're not having the next one at Finnegan's due to, in my opinion, MF Comedy opinion, it was just whack last show. It was just whack. The first show was good, huh?
Yeah.
The first show was really good, but the second show didn't. It was good, but the people who came into the bar, they started like talking to my comics, and like one dude was like, "Oh, who do?" Like him and my comic were going back and forth, like he was gonna fight my comic or something. So the crowd, after like the doors were open that entered, like they were so disrespectful. It was just a lot of things, man. So we're just gonna.
They didn't have no bouncer to tell them like with the crowd. Or
Not that. Oh, that's why they didn't work with us. They did their thing, and then we did our thing in the same room. So it was just like.
So the management of Finnegan did not do it well.
The owner wasn't there, so from what I heard, if he was there,
when there's an owner of a restaurant, everybody get their act together, But when the owner or the manager don't show it, they just let. They go wild. They don't do it.
Yeah. I used to be a kitchen manager at Chipotle for 2.5 years. So I know how that goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know how that goes. Yeah. Oh, he's not here? Okay, cool. Yeah, hey, you gonna do that,
you didn't do that. I've been hearing some stuff that you didn't do right lately. So, yeah. Well, okay, that's awesome that you're doing that, because I think something that I know that Alec Appleby is the chairman of the San Joaquin Libertarian Party right now. So it's really good that it's starting to grow in the county, in the San Joaquin. And I know there was a mayor. I mean, there's a guy that running for governor. It's a black guy. He's a cool guy. I met him. I've got his name.
Mayor?
Running for governor.
Oh, Governor Wildstar.
Governor Wildstar, yeah. I'm like, wow. Everything is going down. Everything going down. Everything kind of opened up. Everything. I'm learning and everything. We're listening and you bringing it up and this exposing like there's no two different systems, but yet you're helping the cause, helping people raise money, but not just political part, but as well as Feed the Homeless. I mean, that's something that's good, but
yeah,
it gives you an idea next time.
I'm gonna be super interested to see how the homeless take this comedy. I'm gonna be like, look, man, y'all don't have to laugh at this, okay? I'm trying to be nice to you guys. I'm trying to be nice, okay? Look, I have to be here. They're gonna be like, boo! I'm gonna be like, oh, man, did I just hurt the homeless? I'm playing. That'd be terrible if I bombed at the...
Gonna throw is a little cup.
If I bombed on the homeless show.
No, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
No.
I was just trying to help.
Yeah. No, I think they'll be happy and appreciate that you'll be having some kind of
that's what I was
positive
thinking.
reinforcement though.
Yeah.
I know 209 Stockton. I think I forgot her name. Oh man, I don't know what's going on in my mind, but I think he does 209 for homeless. I've got her name, Tammy or. Yeah. But she does that. Maybe I should suggest her. Maybe she help her show too. But she had a 501k, so that it could bring more people. And it's you. I mean, are there other people in local that that are doing comedy that I'm not aware of?
Nick Larson. I just was at his show at the Deliberation Room last night. He does a monthly show at the Deliberation Room.
He lives in Stockton?
Yeah, he lives in Stockton.
And how come I don't even know him?
Well, he's on my show. He was a guest on my show yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. I did see that, yes.
And then I posted it on Facebook. I was at the Deliberation Room. I did a set. So he does what I do at the Deliberation Room. I do Laughs on the Ave. He's the Deliberation Room. Like I said, we all have different styles. I bring the MF comedy. He does the Nick Larson comedy, and
What's Nick Larson mean? For those who don't
that's
know
his name, Nick Larson.
Nickname,
yeah,
okay.
he's part of a group called the Deaf Puppies. They're
Deaf puppy.
Deaf Puppies.
That's offensive, man. I don't like that. Deaf puppy.
The reason is named Deaf Puppy because one of the group leaders, he has a deaf puppy, like
Did he sign?
that he found or that he.
He does.
Yes, so that's why.
Seriously?
So they named the group after the dog.
Oh my God, that'd be so cool. I want to see the deaf puppy. Okay, I want to see if he sit and make sure he stay, make sure he got water, make sure. Cause I had a dog that her name was Lulu. And he know how to sign. So every time I did, like when he bark, I go, like you kind of close your mouth like a duck.
Mm-hmm.
No, stay. You know, everything is body line. Stay.
Wow.
Or sit. Or you can feel there are people that train dogs, they don't use their voice anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to use their hand to sign anyway. So either deaf cat. I've seen a deaf cat before. A deaf dog I haven't seen it yet, but I know they're there on video.
Deaf puppy, yes,
Yeah.
deaf puppy.
That's
definitely.
so cool.
So we also have another one, Tay Livingston. He does a monthly show at the Cancun. I've been on that one too.
I'm not a fan. I'm just jiving. Okay, so I'm cool with that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, he does it at the Cancun monthly, and
Cancun, that's the Mexican restaurant over here.
he does it upstairs. He has the show, so I've been on that one 3 times since I moved out here. Great show. So it's us, I believe, right now. And then that guy you said that Reggie Doug Dork. Yeah, he does shows. He's having one January 19th. Make sure you
Stockton too.
Yes,
right? Oh,
yes,
okay.
he's having a show and a dance. It's gonna be a show and a dance, so make sure to check that out, everybody.
Where are they gonna find those people? Where they look at?
So Doug Dork, Facebook and Instagram, you can find Doug Dork as Doug Dork Comedy. I believe that is double G. If not, just try one. And he is Reggie Galindo is his name. Look him up so you guys can get tickets to his next show, January 19th. He does huge shows. You're not
gonna have show for the New Year's Eve or New Year.
I'll be in the show in Sacramento for
okay.
something on New Year's event out there. So yeah, check out Reggie. Insane Wayne, I know he's having the show, but I'm not sure what day that. Insane Wayne is a local headliner out of Stockton, California. I used him for my last show. He did an amazing job. He's hilarious. The dude is crazy. And I believe he's doing the show soon. You guys can find him on Facebook as Insane Wayne. I said Reggie Insane Tay with Tay's Comedy Twist. He goes by Mr. Tay. You can find him on Facebook as well as Mr. Tay, or if you want to find his direct page.
Tay,
so you got
T-A-B?
T-A-Y.
Oh, T-A-Y. Okay.
T-A-Y, and that's Mr. Tay Comedy Twist. If you want to find him in the events, if you want to find his Facebook page, Tay Livingston, and then just message him for his tickets as well. Let's see who else, and then Nick Larson. Yes, and that's
all right. Well, I'm sorry for cutting you off. I'm
That's
a lot of
fine.
information.
I understand.
I will definitely. Well, we're gonna have you put it on Facebook, and you're gonna follow through it. And I'm gonna pretty much post on it, and people can contact you for more information about it. So that'd be good. Well, thanks for coming into the show. I was really excited that you came, and I'm pretty honored that you came, and you have a gifted talent. A comedian that a lot of people are, like envy. Like, wow, I can't believe it. You're so confident. You have a good personality to approach people and really helping this community. I really appreciate it a lot. I've been hearing a lot of people about you saying you've been doing a lot more shows today, and that's been very good. So, anyway, thanks for the voice. Oh my God, what up?
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you for watching us, and I'll see you tomorrow or maybe Monday. I don't know how I feel, but definitely thanks for watching us. And the voice of Stockton, KXVS. Thank you. Bye bye.
Appreciate.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
KXVS on 92.1. Coming soon.